Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Bad Luck Gamer, and it's been a while. It's been about 3 weeks since the last video I posted. So, I'm going to explain why, and I'm going to explain why in a method that I probably should have been doing from the beginning. I have a really bad habit of shoving news into videos about other things. Like, I'll do an archetype video, so I'll shove in a channel update, whatever, into that video. I don't need to do that. I am just going to post this channel update video and do it all here so it doesn't have to pollute any of the videos going forward. So, where have I been? Here. Nowhere particularly, honestly. I mean, I did go out and see my family for the holidays, or Thanksgiving at the very least. But beyond that, I've mostly just been sitting here contemplating which direction I'd like to take the channel. I love Pathfinder 2e content. I love Pathfinder 2e in general. It's actually my current favorite tabletop system. The problem with that is, one, my initial idea for the channel, first of all, was to make a tabletop channel, since tabletop in general is my passion, my lifelong hobby, and something I dedicate a lot of time to. Pathfinder was just a thing that I made a lot of content on because it was something that I was very excited about and I wanted to make content on it. And well, I mean, we got to over 1,000 subscribers. We're all halfway to 2,000 now. 500, you know what I mean, over halfway, obviously, but we're almost at 2,000 subs already. And that was all pretty much due to Pathfinder. So it seems foolish to kind of deviate from that. But the thing is, it's not my initial drive for making the channel in the first place. And not only that, but I really think one of the core problems with tabletop is people sticking to just one game system and refusing to jump off of it because really people don't know how awesome other tabletop systems are. So, starting this week, Riptide is going to go on a brief hiatus, well, brief, 2.5 months, 3 months, somewhere in that range. And we're going to play Lancer here on the channel because I really liked Lancer and I needed a little change up. I think it's really good and healthy to change things up. So Lancer is coming onto the channel. And along with Lancer, I'm going to be making Lancer content because it's really hard to find Lancer content on YouTube. There's like one channel that really does it all, and I feel like I can add something to the mix. So I'm going to do that. But that doesn't mean Pathfinder content is going to end. In fact, this week I am going to be releasing Pathfinder content. But rather than my usual content, don't worry, I'll still do like the archetypes classes, whatever that come out in that wheelhouse. But I'm going to also be making content based on making playstyle choices, describing the rules and methods of play that are not obvious to players. And I feel like we're able to do that here a little bit more interesting than some of the other channels have done, though there's other channels that have done it as well. And I do try to veer away from talking overly about the mechanics of the game in a much deeper sense, because there's other channels that have done it really well and a lot deeper than I honestly would want to. But I wanted to make sure that I made content that is easy to digest and watch for people who are newer to Pathfinder 2e. And I'm going to be doing this with other game systems as well. I'm going to be looking into other games, describing them in the easiest method possible for how the game works, if you want to play with certain kind of play styles, everything. And I want to make this channel a variety tabletop channel. That means that I'm going to be spending a lot less time on Pathfinder specific content and a lot more time doing content on other games, as well as making content just about tabletop in general. And I have some interesting ways that I really think we're going to be able to make this work for the channel. These kind of channels don't do that well, but I feel that is a great disservice. I feel like if tabletop got the same love that indie gaming got when indie gaming was still kind of niche content, I think tabletop could be the next indie gaming, because a lot of people love tabletop. Millions of people love tabletop. If D&D sales, Critical Role's, views, and the number of D&D channels out there that, do really, really well is any indication, there's a really big market for it, but there's not a big market for variety tabletop content. And I think that's mostly because people don't have easy access, digestible content that's entertaining for people who are not super nerdy deep into the hobby, like me. So I want to make content for people like them. And so that is the direction we're going to be taking the channel. I didn't want to make this video too long, but I have been agonizing over how I wanted to do this, what direction exactly I wanted to take, because I care about this channel and I care about the audience that we've grown up until this point. And like I said, Pathfinder content is not ending. Content is gonna be coming out a little bit slower because I gotta do more research on new game systems and I gotta digest that content and everything like that. But not only that, it's gonna be a mixed amount of content now. Now Pathfinder 2e content will be the most regular content on the channel, but it is not gonna be the main content on the channel. There will be probably a Pathfinder 2e video like every week or at minimum every other week. I intend for the near future anyway to make 1 or 2 videos every week, but I'm also going to be making videos on other parts of tabletop as well. So I hope you all enjoy the videos I put out, and if you like it, good. Feel free to stay and watch the content. If you just want pure Pathfinder 2e content, I completely understand, and you can feel free to look for content elsewhere if we're not providing it here for you. I'm making a service for you guys. I do not demand you spend any of your time here. I'm making content for people who love tabletop or for people who would enjoy tabletop. And I'm going to be working my hardest to do that. So join me on this journey to make variety tabletop the new indie gaming scene. And if we can do that, tabletop will get substantially better. But this is just, my solo effort at the moment. Not my solo effort, but my effort that I'm trying to put out in a market that's very hostile to this kind of content. So fingers crossed. I'm going to be working my hardest to make good, entertaining content for you all nonetheless. But with that, that's going to be it for me. Good luck with your games. Leave the bad luck to me. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.